I'm going to show you how I created a talking head video from start to finish using nothing but AI. For the sample video, I did not write the script, and I did not use my own voice or video, which makes this an easy solution for those who want to create material without a lot of effort. The two programs I'm going to use in this demo are jasper.ai, which is what I use to generate the video script from start to finish, just from a few prompts, and then Synthesia, which is a browser-based talking head video creation program that not only lets you generate AI speech of your script, but also lets you generate video of a person talking and speaking your script that you generated with AI as well. So jasper.ai is a pretty neat program in that it has a bunch of templates that you can use to set the format of what you're trying to create. Things like Amazon product descriptions, or if you wanted to do a blog post outline, if you wanted to find blog post topic ideas, if you wanted to write a company bio, if you wanted to create an FAQ. I mean, it has a little bit of everything, lots of SEO related items, video descriptions, TikTok captions, you name it. The bread and butter of this program, though, to me so far, and I've only been using it for 4 days, is this section here called commands. And I say this because this is almost like the ChatGPT version of Jasper, in that you can put in whatever you want, the style you want, and how you want it developed, and it spits that out. So let's say, for example, I want to write, let's do this, create me a video script about a small town pharmacy. And then you put in some background about what it is you're trying to create. So I'll put something like Potter Drugs is a small pharmacy in Illinois that focuses on customer satisfaction. And we, of course, insert our language. I can also say that I want it to be, create me a short video script about a small town pharmacy in a witty tone, because you can also say how you would like the video to be portrayed. So you can put how many you want. I don't think for this it particularly works well, so I'm just gonna put 1, and then I'm gonna hit generate. And what this is gonna do is, on the right side here, it's going to spit out this video script. And it's pretty good. I mean, it's a couple paragraphs. Welcome to Potter Drugs, a small town pharmacy in the heart of Illinois. We've been serving the local community for over 50 years. They do take some liberties with some of the context behind the video, but these are things that you can easily go in and edit and check. So in general, building relationships and providing personalized service that you just can't find at big box stores. Perfect. These are things that the client wants to incorporate into their video, make sure that we're highlighting that, you're supporting small business, same prices as big box stores. The script that I created in the sample that you will see later was already approved by the client. I sent it to them and they said everything was accurate. This is not the exact same script because obviously 50 years, I don't think they've been around for 50 years, things like that. I would have to go through and just go back and forth with the client to make sure it's right. But honestly, I could just copy and paste this and it would be fine. So in general, this did exactly what I needed it to do. It provides a basis for me to go through and make edits if I need to, but I don't have to because so far everything looks pretty good except that 50 years comment. Now, I absolutely love this software because of all of the templates. And while the templates are good for getting you started, the command template is really going to give you the flexibility to create whatever you need. I'm going to give you another example, although it doesn't really have anything to do with this particular project as far as creating a video. But let's say, give me social media prompts about supporting small businesses in a witty tone. Now, I'm not going to include any background information because this is not something that I really need background information for. And it should spit out, it's only going to spit out 1. I'm actually going to increase this to 10, regenerate, and here we go. So here's a bunch of different scripts that it has spit out that you can use to just kind of get ideas. I've actually used this to get several ideas for different clients on things that I wouldn't have thought of in order to find something new and fresh to talk about on their social media. So you can put in all kinds of prompts in here and figure out, what works best for you. I have not played with all of the features in jasper.ai yet, but I will say that the templates thing is well worth it. The commands function especially. I'm still going to play around with documents, chat, recipes, and art, but the art requires an upgrade and I'm still in that free trial. The one thing I don't really like about Jasper yet is the cost. And I'll show you an example. So billing for right now, I'm in this free trial mode, the boss mode, which gives you 100,000 word credits. And it looks like if I go into edit my plan that you pay for not only the subscription, but you also pay for the amount of word credits. I'm not sure why they do this separately like this. So if I were to be billed monthly, which is probably what I would do, the starter plan is $29. And if I click that, for some reason the price goes up to $149 because of 115,000 word credits a month. And if I hit boss mode, 100,000 word credits a month, this is only $99. I'm not sure why there's a price difference between these two. This is probably the one I would take for the $99. So the pricing's not bad. It's just a little confusing. I also don't think some of the text outputs are entirely natural sounding. They use a lot more in terms of exclamation points than I would use. And maybe my personality is a little bit more abrupt than what should be used in marketing, but these tend to come out a little cheesy for me. So I would make sure I would edit out the cheesy parts for the type of message that I'm trying to send out. But overall, the program itself is very easy to use and saved me a bunch of time already utilizing it for social media, research, and then of course this video script. Now, the next piece of software that I used was Synthesia, which is the first audiovisual AI that I've used so far. It lets you basically input a script, which we got out of our jasper.ai already, and then it uses AI generated talking heads and their voice to speak the words that you input. And while the interface was generally easy to use, there were definitely some downsides, and we'll go over that here in a second. This is the Synthesia dashboard, and you can see I've already played around with a couple different videos. We'll go ahead and create a new video, and it lets you start out with just this basic functionality. This is where you would paste your script. It does have a limit to how much you can put in each section or each scene. So you're probably going to use multiple scenes for multiple paragraphs. Basically, what I did is I took each paragraph and made it a scene, which is fine. And then you start finding your talking head. You can have Santa. You can have various races, sizes, what may look like professions. Like this one looks like a doctor or pharmacy, and you can move them around. And then there's certain things you can add, like maybe you want a background color like green, or maybe you want to include some sort of image. They have some good stock images and photography, and they have some video that you can have in the background, which I don't know that this would be used for a pharmacy, but these are all available as part of the program. That said, you can also include text, which I honestly probably wouldn't use this function, but you could, only because it's not as flexible. I'd rather just use an overlay in Canva. But again, if you're just trying to stick to some basic functionality, then this is what you would need to do. For example, let's say my video, and I want to change my color from this blue to a white so it stands out more on this particular section. You can see the interface is weird to click on as well. So here's my video, and this is my sample script. You can also choose the language. It does have multiple languages, which is great if you're trying to cater to multilingual audiences or audiences from different countries. I usually just do, I've done it in different types or styles of English, but we'll just stick with the English friendly. You can add shapes if you want. I did not use this at all. I didn't see the need to for what I was doing. You can upload your own images. So if you need to upload a logo, and then you can stick that in and do as like a small overlay on the video. Again, this is something I decided to use Canva for instead as an overlay because of the flexibility. I will say if you need to resize an image, definitely do it by the corners. If you try to do it like this, it's got this weird like cropping functionality. So definitely try and stick to the corners for this one. And you can also use music in the background if you want. We'll just stick one in here. I don't particularly plan to use this for anything, so I'm not going to mess with the music as much. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in here. So then you would create your second scene. It has your same avatar. You do have templates you can use. So for example, I used this template in one of my videos, and it worked pretty well for the client. It does take a little bit of time to load. Like I said, this program is slow, but let's say I wanted to have this thank you card in the video. So I'll go ahead and click this one. And it does change your avatar, but you can go in, select her, and then hit replace avatar and go in here and change it to the same guy that you were using in scene 1. You can change your color, change your text, add your logo, add your, this is my ending scene. And then what you're supposed to be, everything auto saves, which is great because there were a couple times where I had to step away. But if you try to hit play, this is where it's supposed to at least output the audio. Every time I've tried to do this, it does give me an error. You can see it pops up here on the bottom. So this is a function that does not work. I have not gotten that to work at all yet, but you can just generate the video and it basically emails you to let you know that it's done, or you refresh the page. It does take a while to render. You can also turn off captions. I turn them off because if I'm going to use Canva to do overlays on top of this video, then it's going to be on top of any captions as well. So if you're not going to use Canva, go ahead and include your captions. It's a very easy way for you to get the captions on there for people that can't listen to the audio. But if you're going to put overlays, you're probably going to want to turn this section off. And then we'll hit save and process the video. Because this video is shorter than the one I used before, it might not take as long, but you'll see that it does take a little bit of time. Now, the video that I created last evening for my client, it took over an hour to render, which is a video that I could have rendered in DaVinci or something else in 20 seconds. And I think it was because it had to go through a review process, and I'm not sure if it's because it was a pharmacy. As you can see, this still is rendering a little bit slow compared to our native desktop applications. So I guess until they get the bug of being able to preview the videos, because I hate having to use my space to continually render the video, I'd rather preview it first. Since I can't do that, and because it takes so long and it does have some limited capabilities, I'm not sure that I would continue with the subscription until they get those type of bugs worked out. Now, I will say, I do understand that AI generated avatars take time to process because it is a person speaking with AI, the text that you have input, and of course the scenes that you have created in Synthesia. But given how fast that other softwares churn out AI content, even though it's just text content, or like Midjourney with art content, it didn't really feel up to par. But other than that, it got the job done. And actually the quality of that talking head is pretty good. There were a few words that didn't quite match up to the mouth of the avatar, which is why I had to use Canva to cover those up with some overlays. But other than that, unless you were looking for the AI, it wasn't easy to find. And I will say, I did compare the audio output of Synthesia with another AI program called 𝙎𝙤𝙤𝙬𝙬, which is specifically only audio text. And I will say Synthesia did have a significantly higher quality audio output than 𝙎𝙤𝙤𝙬𝙬. So now that I have my talking head video the way I want it, I can export it into an MP4. So I'm going to go ahead and download this, and we'll see what it sounds like.
This is my sample script.
This is my ending scene.
Now, if you want a sneak peek at the client video I created, complete with the Canva overlays that I used to hide any of the mouth glitches with the AI, here is the final version of what I created.
Welcome to Potter Drugs, a small-town pharmacy nestled in the heart of Illinois. For generations, we have been your friendly neighborhood pharmacy, providing quality service and caring for our customers like family. As a small business, we understand the importance of local support and are grateful for our loyal patrons who come back time and time again.
At Potter Drugs, our team is highly dedicated to helping patients with their healthcare needs. We provide all of the same services as the big chains. However, you can count on us for a more personalized experience, from the moment you call or walk in to the store to the moment you leave. Our pharmacists and technicians get to know each customer personally and take extra care in understanding their individual health needs.
We also offer many other services such as immunizations, medication reviews, smoking cessation counseling, and disease management programs, all tailored to meet individual needs and preferences. Additionally, we will work with your insurance provider or partner with your physician to make sure you have access to comprehensive medication therapy management services. At Potter Drugs, we believe that supporting a small-town pharmacy is an investment in your community's health. By choosing us over larger chains, you are ensuring that local businesses thrive and benefit everyone in the community, from creating jobs within the area to providing direct access to healthcare professionals and resources right here at home. We value our relationships with our customers, Every visit is another chance for us to deliver one-on-one attention regarding all healthcare concerns. That's why at 𝙎𝙤𝙤𝙤 we are committed to delivering only the best care while providing convenience, affordability, and superior service every step of the way. Thank you for choosing 𝙎𝙤𝙤𝙤. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Hopefully you found this video useful and shows some of the capabilities we have with AI technology already. If you are interested in checking out either of these fantastic pieces of AI software, click on the affiliate links below and check them out. Jasper actually gives you a free trial, and Synthesia lets you create a basic demo video for free. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and encourage me to create more useful nerdy content and demos. Thanks again.